come right out and say it that I'm a bit biased towards UnEpic. The 1997 masterpiece Symphony of the Night and basically every Metroid are some of my favorite games of all time, and UnEpic fits superbly into that cast. It has that whole explorer 2D nonlinear progression thing going on for it, but with a stronger emphasis on RPG elements, which makes me like it even more. UnEpic has a combat system you'd expect from a game like this, face a direction and attack, but the RPG elements add depth. Leveling up leads to stat distribution to enhance weapon and spell proficiencies, alchemy, armor, and fortitude, and allocated stat points are very influential to how you tackle situations. For example, you could put points into daggers which have a high attack speed and really short range but cause extra damage from behind. You could put points into healing, arcane, or fire magic to unlock the ability to read more advanced tomes to learn new spells in that discipline. There's also a loot drop system more akin to something like Torchlight with color-coded names with varying degrees of value, which will also influence your character as well. But the RPG elements aren't just found in the way you create your character or find stuff to fill your inventory. It's also found in the world exploration itself. Unlike Metroid or Castlevania, there's an actual quest log with objectives to carry out, and there's multiple ways to do so. In one instance, you may be asked to retrieve a dragon egg. You can either return it to the quest giver for an amazing ring, or crack the egg and a fire-breathing dragon will become your pet. Quests also pluck references straight from pop culture like Star Wars or Golden Child, and then the main protagonist will comment on them. These references tie in great while not feeling forced because the main protagonist is actually a modern gamer like you or I. You see, the story of UnEpic begins with a guy playing Dungeons & Dragons with his friends, but during a respite to the bathroom, the lights suddenly turn off. He pulls out his trusty Zippo to illuminate the situation when he then realizes he's no longer in the bathroom. He's in some type of castle. After running into a few booby traps and a spirit that tries to possess his body, he comes to the epiphany that his friends obviously slipped him some acid and he's tripping balls. So between the strange yet witty banter, uniqueness of the story, the complex character creation system, and a sometimes brilliantly deadly castle design that demands trial by fire, UnEpic is a no-brainer. It's a game for gamers. I for one happen to love to see what comes out of the underground world of indie game creation, and as a result, I see a lot of bad games. But every once in a while, there's one that rises above the crowd to stand out. To stand out and blatantly lie to you. UnEpic lies from the first seconds you put your eyes on it. The title screen itself is an untruth, because there's nothing unepic about UnEpic. It's totally awesome.